Alrighty, howdy everybody, welcome back to another stream. Today we're doing something a little different, yay! We're doing Phoenix Wright. I've never played any of these games. Obviously, I know the memes, and yeah, I have always wanted to play these. And I had no idea that they were getting more of a PC release, let alone that they were going on Game Pass. But yeah, you know, back when they were released, I think they were just like too expensive on eShop for me at the time, or something like that. Or I just, you know, you find things that take up your time, that kind of thing. You just kind of don't get around to some of the other things. I think that's kind of a lesson for my life at this point. But yeah, I saw this was on Game Pass, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to resubscribe this month. I have been itching and waiting for some nice, chill games. You know, I mentioned this earlier last week that I've really just been kind of looking for some things that are, you know, just very low energy, just very chill. Obviously, I've still got Cyberpunk and stuff, but, you know, after doing so many streams of Armored Core, I just kind of want something that's just, you know, we sit, we have a good time, we listen to a story, play something that I can just kind of kick my feet back and lean back in my chair with my controller and not really have to, like, sit hunched over like a golem in front of my keyboard and mouse, right? So this seems perfect. I'm very excited about it. Now, you'll have to let me know how the audio levels are because it's kind of loud in my headset. But I can't really tell how it is for everyone out there on YouTube land. Also, I'm probably going to be very bad at this. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, but way back in the day, way back in young Westland, right? I originally wanted to be a lawyer. That's what I originally went to college for. And clearly it has, it did not go that way, for various reasons. I took one of those practice LSAT books. Sorry, I gotta adjust my camera a little bit here. But yeah, I took one of those practice LSATs while I was studying in my freshman or sophomore year, something like that. And it taught me very, very quickly that I don't think I was cut out to be a lawyer. That's what I wanted to be all through high school. So I'm like, oh man, I love arguing. Surely I'll be good at this. That's not exactly what happened. So here we are. You know, I've always been kind of a big picture guy when it comes to writing or really just about anything. I've got the big grand ideas, but I tend to gloss over the nitty gritty, right? Like when I'm doing writing, I have so many people and tell me like, you know, if you can't get a writing job, why don't you try technical writing? you know, that seems right up your alley. You'd be good at it. And I'm like, I would be terrible at it. I am not a copy editor, like, at all. I miss all of the small details. I'm the guy that you come to when you want the big picture editing, right? Like the big stuff, the big story moments and characters that are working or not working and what needs to happen with that. The fine details kind of get lost on me. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. Either way, I'm very, very excited to play it. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, well, I'm assuming this is the first game, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do a whole lot with voices or anything. My voice is honestly kind of going out. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. It was just a little scratchy. Not gonna lie, it's a little scratchy. I think between work last week and all of that, it was starting to go out. So yeah, we're just gonna take it kind of easy today. But yeah, ooh, this is a lot more advanced of a cutscene than I thought. Gasp, gasp. Oh no, was it a murder? It appears that way. Oh, damn it, why me? Who is it? Can't get caught out like this. Gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Oh. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh ho ho. So we know who did it right off the bat, huh? Interesting, and I guess we have to convince the jury. Defendant lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, kind of courthouse you run in here, guys. Sorry if I'm like covering up part of the screen. Like I really had no idea how big a lot of this was going to be. I guess either cover the menu or cover. We'll just move it down here. You guys don't necessarily need to see the option buttons, all right? I need to go through and make remake my template for games like this, the little box in box screen. It's been a while since I've updated that. So that's another thing to put on the list for next week, I guess. So yeah, here we go. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes, actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Ah, I see you two are in your 30s. Is your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Looks like he wants to die. Yeah. Okay, so this is the guy that's all getting pinned on. I see. I see. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. Ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Oh, is this the boyfriend? Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. Person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. But we know the truth. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. I don't know of any murder cases ever that simple, buddy. Most lawyers just, like, make contracts and stuff. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was an unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. That's right. Larry Butts. Actually, it's pronounced Boots. And my best friend since grade school. Her school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna like this game, everyone. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Yeah. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't put faith in me. Not after all the things I know. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Boots. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, trial, baby. Let's do this tutorial. Teach me the ways of the law. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. This is Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I've read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Well, the answer is clearly no, because I'm VTubing for the internet, but, you know, we're here now. We have no choice but to move forward. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. Just like my model has apparently forgotten temporarily. Okay, bear with me a second, guys. I gotta get... Oh, are we back? Am I alive? Hey, there you go. I don't know what's up with it. It's just acting kind of weird today. Okay, here we go. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the tab to check it at any time, okay? Okay, so they don't update the actual text keybinds, but it shows up in all the actual options. Here we go. Cindy. Okay, Cindy Stone, the victim in this case, a model. Ah. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne. Lacks presence, generally bad at getting points across, okay. She was 22. Their Butts is 23. Likeable guy, he's been my friend since grade school. At Fay & Co., my boss and a very good defense attorney. What else is she good at? I know the skullduggery that happens at these cutthroat law firms. I've watched enough dramas to know. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was stuck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? Well, we saw it. It was a statue of some kind. Murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. That's right. The defendant Mr. Butts. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Okay, let's listen. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. That didn't work out well for any of them. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She was just taking my phone calls. Or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Old truths revealed in the law of the land. Whomst among us. She had just returned from overseas with one of them today before the murder. It feels odd that they wouldn't have questioned this other guy, because that seems kind of suspicious too, right? Like, I can't be the only one. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this model. This is what happens whenever I am, like, hanging back. Bear with me a second here. Okay, let me see if I can bring myself back to life. It might be a little tricky. There we go. There we go. Okay, I see. I see. Okay. I think we should be good. Alright. Let's, bring myself back here. Alright, there we go. I think I've got it. I think I've got it fixed. We'll see. It could be a PNG stream. We'll find out. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently traveled home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Interesting. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had had several sugar daddies. Oh, okay. This is going places that I did not expect this series to go already. Alright, well, you know, I don't judge. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, we're all just trying to make a buck. Daddy sugar. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Hey, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Here we go. Here we go. Is it time? Is it our first objection of the game? Of all time? I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting years for this. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. The judge is already agreeing. I don't think judges are supposed to do that. A little biased, perhaps. Perhaps the judge has been paid off. Maybe that is where this trial is going. Boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Yeah, well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Uh-oh. Did I make the wrong decision? I mean, I feel like that's not really something I can object. Like, hey, were you there? And it's, and that's kind of relevant to the case. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Oh no. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. I feel like there's a whole lot of policing that went wrong on this. You know, person that found the body, apparently not questioned at all. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's buildings. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. This guy. This guy. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Yeah, you can definitely tell this game's a little old. Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. Wow, this is intense. This is so intense. Going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Wait a second. Time of death was 4 to 5. Interesting. They arrived in the day before, okay. Wait a minute. Wait, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawi used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Interesting. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. Mr. Wright? Yes, yes, Your Honor. May begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, Wright. Alright, now's our moment. Now's our moment. This is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there somewhere. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Okay. So we know the time of death was wrong. Okay, statue in the shape of a thinker. Alright. Newspaper salesman. Larry fled to the scene. Likeable guy who has been in my friend. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Going door to door to selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Okay. Okay. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. Yeah, I don't know. He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is the man he saw looks suspicious, so what happened next? Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Okay. From noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Wait a second. Do they have a call record at all? I guess not. Okay. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? This is it. Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Yeah. Oh, that. Oh, It's trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawheat, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Good job, Mr. Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Can I remember now? Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh ho. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television, but the electricity was just out. We had evidence presented with that. He's already forgetting. Okay. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. And this guy's just dumb as bricks, ain't he? I see you heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. You know what to do. I've got this one. I heard the time. Okay, so we're doing all of this again. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. And do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawheat? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawheat, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. You seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. Or it must have been the shock of finding the body. I mean, that's a lot of contradictions, buddy. Alright. Here we go again. Witness testimony, hearing the time. Didn't hear the time, I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. But we already... Okay. Interesting. Alright, so... Yeah, this is an easy case. This guy's just dumb as rocks. The table clock in the apartment wasn't there. Like, you would think if he was going to be brave enough to show up at the trial of the woman that he murdered, he would have at least remembered the murder weapon, and that would absolutely be evidence, right? Wait just a moment. Murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah, oh, music change. Oh, music change. Can we get some DNA evidence off of that? Your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue, my apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, Your Honor. There is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Oh, now we're just on fire. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. They'd prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh, oh. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. The witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? Hey, I never... Look, the clock, I heard no. I mean, I saw... I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... I guess try sounding the clock, maybe? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. What are my conclusions? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? Didn't we just do that? 8:25? Ah, I see. So they're getting the hour differences here, okay. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. What Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Got one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? That may seem like this clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Oh? Interesting. Okay. Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. So I wonder what option I missed. Oh? Oh, Mia coming in to save the day? Not so fast. Mia, I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can still win. Try thinking out of the side of the box. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Well, she just got back from Paris. Yeah. The time zone difference. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. Already running slow on the day of the murder. A piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Yeah, the time zone difference. She had it set to her Paris time. And see you pull this one off. Yeah, take that. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go, Ace Attorneys. This is the power of the law. This is the truth revealed. Truth had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 11 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her head in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? No. Got him, lads. There we go. Well, our first case is, we did a fine job, but we did a fine job. And your witness? Here, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Right. Yes, Your Honor. Just say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the two culprits at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds that the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. That's right. Defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Not guilty. Yeah. Yeah. I think they actually have confetti in the courtrooms, but maybe we should make that a thing. I can think of a few trials. It's very high-profile trials where I'd really like some confetti in the courtroom. Court is adjourned. Alright, cool. It was kind of tricky because you think you lost, but it's actually just scripted and you have to, like, keep going. I wonder if it just, like, eventually just unchains me and I have to do it, like, without the scripted parts. I don't know. We'll see. You know, it's been a long time since I played a visual novel. Well, a visual novel that I can play on stream. Normal visual novel, that is. So yeah, I don't really know what the culture of VNs is like. Not that I dislike them. I just I don't know too many good ones. I usually feel like I'd rather read a book, but being Ace Attorney, no, I had to give it a shot, and I'm digging it. Yeah, but it's definitely going to be a very different rhythm to trying to figure this out than what I normally play. So turns out Frank Sawit was a common burglar, posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. Ah, common tactic, yeah. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. So in a way, it is kind of Larry's fault for just leaving the door open. Having replaced the victim return, flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. That's rather drastic take. You can just take what you need and run. Ooh, I still can't believe we won. Yeah, I did a good job. Tell me I'm a good boy. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Hey, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Okay, so we definitely got some characters in this series, huh? Good, wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Harry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Okay. Okay, this game's a lot more on the nose than I expected it to be. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one that got you off the hook. Hey, here, take this. It's a present. With the evidence that... And I don't know how I got it. I'm not gonna ask too many questions. So I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Oh, okay. That's... Aw, that's cute. Actually, it's actually very touching. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Excuse me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? You have something to show your friend? Do I? What the heck is she talking about? What do I have? I mean, she did take the statue, right? You're positive you weren't just some chump to her. This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Yeah, I don't think that I can, like, voice all of these lines. My voice is going out, so I'm just gonna read it and chill and talk with you guys. Yeah. Yeah. So this wasn't too terribly difficult. I mean, obviously that's just the tutorial. You're gonna get a lot more involved stories later on, I would assume. New things change depending on how you look at them. But yeah, not bad for an opening salvo, I guess. Never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. Learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. A little late for that. I've changed what I believe in several times already in my life. I think our work here is done. Shall I be off? I don't know. Shall you? I have died again, apparently. So, sorry, everyone. We'll get this. We will get this sorted. Bear with me. There we go. Yeah, I really don't know what it is. I think it's just because I'm sitting kind of weird. So, like, my webcam has to be angled in a weird way. Here we go. My weird VTube tracking is going to end up being the evidence against me one day. Just, it all comes full circle. Oh? Oh? So, I guess Mia doesn't like, is not a butts guy. Not a butts gal. But, you know, maybe she's looking for Mr. Wright, and maybe, I'm sorry. That was really bad. But, you know, it's kind of high-quality content you could expect from the channel. Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. My first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia." Well, you know, defense attorneys aren't really paid all that well and they're overworked anyway, so that checks out. Didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Oh? Promised to tell the chief about me and Larry. Would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh. Oh. Intrigue. Intriguing. Okay, well, now I'm just curious. Okay, so they do it in chapters. It's kind of nice. New episode has been ended. Oh. I have earned an Xbox achievement. Hooray. New episode has been added. Okay, well, Now we got to see what's going on. But first things first, I'm gonna take a bio break, take like a quick 10, and we'll be back with episode 2. But yeah, I'm liking it. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done any visual novels, so it's kind of new. But you know, I'm not opposed to trying new things like this. And sometimes it just takes that one game that everyone talks about to kind of get you into it, right? So yeah, we'll do episode 2 here in a bit. But yeah, let me go take a bio break and get some more water, take care of my voice, that kind of thing. And yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, let's get back in here, shall we? Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. Saving content. Hey, there we go. Save your progress. Yes. Okay. All right. That works. Yeah, I like that it's done in episodes. It means it'll be a little bit easier to stream for me. I mean, you know me. I usually do 1 to 2 hours, right? And yeah. Alright. Maya? It's me. Are they sisters, maybe? Hmm. Finally getting used to having my own place. I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. Oh, I know you want me to hold evidence for you. Hold evidence? A lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. So what is it this time? A clock. Okay. Made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys. No, I'm only teasing. Probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. To take the clockwork out, sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Got the evidence. Ah, I see. So she's hiding the evidence inside it. Okay. Nine o'clock to pick it up. Okay. Be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, we hit the usual joint. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Conversation recorded September 5th. Okay, 9:27 a.m. Got it. 9:27, we gotta remember that. Take what's mine, the papers. Or a liar, why I see it right over there. Must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. Ogniferous to my... Okay, who's this guy using the $2 words? Who's the smart guy? Ah, we got a PI of some kind. Hired gun. There's a lot of very weird, cross gaming with me still in Cyberpunk 2077 mode. This would be my V. Let's ask you for one more thing. No, Mia. Ah. Okay, red, white, blue. All right. We got someone trying to get the evidence. It's in the Thinker. Oh, well, I'm late. Oh, that's strange. I guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood! Mia! We gotta find her first. Smell blood. No, sis. Chief, no! We only had an hour together, but she taught me a lot. You? Like younger sister, okay. The girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. It was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. All too quickly, it began to fade. Well, finally, she was cold. Man, this got grim. It got grim after that first case. Oh wow, you can like actually examine some things. Shards of glass are scattered on the floor. Seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Okay. Obviously her. Hard seeing her like this, but if there were any clues here. Struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. Lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Okay. Shards of... There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Okay. Alright. Anything else? This seems like a clue here. Piece of paper must have fallen from Mia's hand. Oh? Did we manage to save a scrap? Word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Mia. Mia write this? From a department store dated yesterday. Okay. I think that's enough snooping for now. I'd better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Large building right across from the office. Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place, okay. Okay. How do I call the police? Right, I'd better call the police. Funny, a few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Oh. Screaming from outside the window? Ah. I see, she's trying to set me up. Okay. Holding a phone in her hand. Okay. Okay, but now what? Do we just look out there? Never good with machines. All that she used the PC for was email. Okay. I feel like we're missing something. Then big stuff. Keep your own stuff simple, okay? Move. Where am I going to? Okay. Where'd she go? I put her on that sofa. There she is. Just, you know, modern office with a very anciently dressed girl just creeping up on you. Secretly, just secretly the precursor to Chilla's art games, right? Yeah, work here. Okay. For me to die, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. My name? Why? Why would she write my name? That's what we're all asking. But there, that's the truth that we're going to find out. Sounds like they're coming this way. Ah. Okay. I'm getting some Lupin the Third vibes here. All right. Well, you know, this is just what Japanese games think of big US police chiefs, I guess. Big I've had it with these names. Shoot, what an odd name. But a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Alright. I'm not moving. Didn't I have that paper? How'd he get that? It wasn't in the other room. Victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Coming down to the precinct, ma'am. Not how this is supposed to work at all. Taken in for questioning, but didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. Okay, had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Oh, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. Howdy. Looks so tired. You going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? Oh no, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? I've only done one case. The other day, oh. Oh, so she was talking about me, huh? Go on. It was my junior partner's first time in court. It's quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Crash and burn. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Who to go to if I ever get into trouble now? No, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Ouch. Truth hurts. The truth hurts. But, you know, she was still talking about me, so I think that is a win. Just my luck. Have a shot with someone and ends up getting murdered for evidence. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. It's okay, it's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia. Talk to Maya. Something I've been wanting to ask you. With that outfit. Ah, okay. Alright. Already answering the question I had. This game is thinking ahead of me. What all acolytes wear, it's my uniform. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it that you do? Spirit medium in training. Oh. Oh, Ace Attorney Phasmophobia crossover. Gotcha. Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Ah, okay. They've always been sensitive to ghosts. I don't think I can present that as evidence, but, you know, never know. Mia could move some stuff around the Ouija board for us. The old Luigi board. Said the Faye family, so Mia was into this stuff too. Left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too. I had no idea. Wait. So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that. Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask who killed her. Still in training. Couldn't do something on that level. That would be too easy. Okay, what about the day of the crime? Tell me about the day of the murder. Morning, I got a call from... Okay, so that's the call we heard. Hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. Remember? Don't you hear it in her own voice? They just save cell phone conversations? I mean, have we reached that point? Has the CIA finally done it? Forgot how to delete those things. Well, that's obviously going into the case file. So you say you have your conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. That detective took my cell phone, sorry. That's what Discovery is for. That's right, friends. Being a lawyer is 99% paperwork. Try and use those, bureaucratic loopholes. Now we can make Phoenix Wright a true lawyer. His memo. Okay. Nothing the matter. I could ask you a favor. It's the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Is the other lawyer going to be the very pink guy? What about your parents? I see, don't worry, leave it to me. Trial's tomorrow at 10. Man, they're really moving fast. What if this guy refuses? They will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? Giving me until 4 this afternoon. Better go hurry. Alright. Anything else? See, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted... Okay. Right around 9. Lights were off and I could smell blood. And I found her, my sister, so we know she's telling the truth. All I needed to hear for now. Got it. Alright, here we go. Here we go. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll have to come back later. Interesting. Since I stepped in here, the oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. Sure, the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Hey, what about that statue? Funny. Don't look like they've ever been read. Hey. Appliance. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. And I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Suspicious. I was not aware potted plants were a specialty item, but okay. Okay, I think that's everything. Nothing else here. Yeah. But, you know, we looked. Move. Alright. Better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Okay. So, let's just try our place then. Filled with police officers, they're all busily searching for clues. A crime scene, pal, no trespassing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I work here. I'm collecting evidence for my partner's murder. Butts guy. I mean, I know many butts. Right, how could someone mistake me for Larry? You were Detective Gumshoe. I gotta get on his good side. A lot of playing politics this job. Dirty business. Make friends where you'd normally stay away. The name right, and don't go calling me Dick. Okay. You're her lawyer, right, pal? Got business here, you better do it quick. Old movie poster, apparently. Have to check it out one of these days. Okay, can we move? You do an autopsy. You want to know the results, then? Me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that don't mean she gets special treatment. See the report, but that's all. Okay, good. Oh, Maya, yeah, I'm looking forward to this trial. Sorry, pal, but this was one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? Prosecutor Edgeworth, okay. You know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. I do not. Inform me, Dick. Pal, Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Oh god, another Charlie horse. Oh Jesus. I do not. Never heard of him. 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. What? And says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get a guilty verdict. Ah. There's back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Interesting. Is there anything else here? I don't know what else. Oh? What was that? Can I not move? I don't have anything I can present. Okay, so there's no more options. I don't know. Eyes blue and so am I. There's a hotel. Okay. So we saw the hotel in the room. Perfectly clean as always. Turned to some amount of legal books. And she's actually read them. Okay. Alright, I got nothing at this point, I guess. I don't see anything else. Cool. Go back to the Grossberg Law offices again. See if I missed anything else. I don't know. Yeah. Really don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I guess back to the detention center? At your family, I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. So she could still be alive. Ooh, intriguing. We're getting some deep lore here. Okay. Women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. Oh? Curious. Man, and he ruined our mother's life. Oh. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. Ah. So all has to connect somehow. Can't be a coincidence. Lawyer cannot believe in coincidences. You live by yourself. Gotten used to it. Also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. Oh, I don't think that's how talking to ghosts work, but okay, if that's what you say. Feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. Who is this enemy? Man who ruined your mother. An unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. Police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? It's my mother to try to contact the victim. I mean, we've had that, believe it or not, a couple of times around here. Like, it's definitely, like, not common. Obviously very unreliable. But we had a woman that went missing here in, like, the late 80s. And, like, we're out there. Like, we're on the edge of some deep woods, man. And, yeah, no one ever found the body or anything like that. So the police eventually, like, every 10 years or so, we'll call up a psychic to try and see if we can get, like, just any ideas, all right? Like, it's not necessarily that they believe that they will find the body by talking with a ghost, right? It's more that, like, the police are out of ideas. Like, it's a missing person that's, you know, a cold case at this point. So it's more about just trying to find a new perspective. You know, it's the psychics probably not talking to ghosts, right? But you know, if it can give the police a way of looking at things a little bit differently, then maybe that can help. Just, you know, find some bones. What happened? The case was solved. We thought. Oh, you thought? And my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Police's consultation with our medium had been carried out in secret, of course. But it all came back around. Anne found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped it big time. My mother became a laughingstock of the nation. Right? That was his name, my sister told me. Right, Interesting. Okay, nothing to really examine. Moved an inch, a real pro, this guy. Keep the lights on. File for the camera. Okay. So we've examined all of that. Let's talk about Mr. White here. Move. Okay, so there's nothing else I can do. I'm missing something here. Okay. I've got to present her with something, right? To ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this right now. Any idea why she... Absolutely none. You trust me. Of course I trust you. I know you didn't do it. I, as the player, do not... I have the necessary information, right? I trust you. Why? You think I did it too? No, I don't. Just a hunch, but... The detective thinks I did it. I took it when they brought me in. Gumshoe took it. I'll have to try to get it back next time I see him. Okay, so that's what we gotta do. We're gonna go over there and try getting her cell phone back. Okay, cell phone records. Did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Think you could give it back. Wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. He's on to me. Tell him why I want it. There's no way he'll give it to me. I know nothing, pal. A lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Oh. Phoenix, you creep. Trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Right, the detective. Really? I don't know about that. Press X to doubt. Well, here, you can have the phone back. Weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice a recorded conversation. Received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Let's suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. That is literally my job as a lawyer. Is literally what I am supposed to do. Think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. Phoenix, you can't forget about the woman screaming on the other side of the window during a murder. It's kind of important there, buddy. Witness, yeah, Miss April May. Really? Really? Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Just told me her name, Miss May, huh? Enter home already. Have to go outside her room until the trial. On the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Yeah, you got that right, pal. Okay. Meanwhile, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me. What is it this time? It's a clock. Is that the evidence, then? Okay. Papers, is that the evidence, then? Okay, so I think the shopping list shows that she was buying presents for Maya, and she hid them inside the statue. It was either she was shopping for presents or she found information relating to her mom and hid them inside, right? So the dude that killed her was trying to get evidence and ended up taking the wrong thing. That's where I think this is going. I mean, I feel like that it might be a little obvious. I feel like this is also a game made for literal children. So, you know, I wouldn't say I'm smarter than a 5th grader. Sometimes I wonder. But, come on, I can at least give 3rd graders a run for their money. Okay, let's head on over here then. Water Hotel Room 303. Hello there, handsome. Oh god, she's doing the cat thing. Oh god, she's doing the cat thing. This is not going to end well. I did not think this was one of those kind of ends. Smooth. Real smooth. Say nothing to that lawyer, pal. It's all like something out of a movie. Go freshen up so I can look the part of a beautiful eyewitness. That's not suspicious at all. Screwdriver stuck in this drawer, and we already know that the phone had some screws loose. Shouldn't pry around other people's rooms. Wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Wonder what could be inside the drawer. Dude, just who exactly are you? Doing my job here. She's doing the cat thing, but is clearly a tiger. Gotta be careful with this one. First time in my life I blushed this much. Well, no. Oh boy. 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Or are you just a lush? Amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. No, just a lawyer, although I'm kind of doing the detective work right now. I like nosy little lawyers. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Oh boy. You know that thing that occurred, happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? Hey, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Interesting. It is interesting that there are 2 glasses and a champagne bottle. And of course you can see right in through. I think it would be difficult to see a face. Interesting. Alright, it's a shame that I can't look into the simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching. Okay. Okay, so I think we've talked with her about as much as we can. Let's go back to the detention off thingy. Your cell phone back. Say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Of course. Aww. Congrats, we gave her trauma. Okay, so I think that should be just about everything. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Maybe I should just wait for him to come back. Most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, okay. Ooh. I was kind of worried it was going to be the other guy. It was going to be the dude with the pink suit. Thankfully, that is not the case. Alright. One has been looking for me. It's even grander than I imagine. I don't know, he seems like a jovial fellow. He seems like a jovial lawyer. I can trust this guy. I can trust the guys with the walrus mustaches. That's just how anime works. Badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer now, are you? Yes, well, trying to be. What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? I did. Maybe he's the one that helped out with, her mother at some point. Cafe, go on. Why this strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. How did he know the trial was tomorrow? Is he on the prosecution's side? Sorry, end of discussion. Interesting. Okay, maybe I can't trust him. But this breaks many anime rules that I thought had been set in stone for decades. Or I even got a chance to ask him. I tell Maya. Yeah, tell me. Oh, just busy. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Is he just afraid of ghosts? Sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Say something? I think not, I said. Terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Oh, so we're going outside the system. We're going rogue. Alright, let's tear it down. Let's tear it all down, boys. From the inside. play their games on their own terms. Hey, your pardon, but could you leave? What's going on here? Ah, you notice it's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. Worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. Worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. One day, quite suddenly, she had a mission, you see. Of course we know about that mission. Okay, well, I don't know what else to do. Gotta be something. Something we can do to convince him. Well, let's be honest. Really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and... That's a little bit more of a lie than necessary, but, you know, let her believe what she needs to believe. Don't mean he refused to help. See, I've been abandoned then. A little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. Time's up. What should I do? I'll defend Maya. Like, it's the only option in a game like this. When the system lets you down, tear it down. I'm going to defend you whether you want me or not. Well, someone else is the culprit. Can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. I was sailing the salty seas. Oh, more deep lore. I didn't know we were gonna get, like, Phoenix Wright backstory. Okay. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Won't abandon you, Maya. You can count on me. Trust me, you don't want those state-appointed bitches. They'll only let you down. Overworked, underpaid. Leave it to me, Phoenix Wright. Fight this one and you get out of here. Alright. I'm an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? The deal. Alright, so this, I feel like this is going to be tricky. I feel like I probably missed some evidence somewhere. Something that's been bugging me. What was inside that strange woman's drawer? When I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. Has to be something in there. But what? What could it be? Does he have any more options? No. Okay. Move. It's the only other place we can go. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service. I'm up to deliver room service. Very pink. Currently using the facilities. You have no need of anything. I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Seems like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself. Ah! I ask you to enforce Miss May that there is a message for her. Mr. White. Okay. Interesting. A Blue Corp phoned. Mr. White, a Blue Corp. Where I ever heard that name? What his name? My sister told me. Ah. And the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Yeah, there are no coincidences, Phoenix. We discussed this. You have a very bad memory for a lawyer. Okay. I mean, this is really the only time. Here. A wiretap. Ah. That's what they were trying to do with the phone. I don't think you can present that evidence, but, you know, we'll take it just in case. Feels like it would be highly illegal. But, you know, that's fine. This is video game land. Definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Wait. Phrasing, Phoenix. Oh boy, still there. Time to scram. In court. To be continued. Ah. All right. Saving content. Yes. All right. All right. So, with that being said, I think this is a good spot to call it because I've yeah. Yeah, if it gives me a save point, that's my cue. I do have to work tomorrow, so I gotta get all of that figured out and actually try getting a little bit of rest. But yeah, I definitely wanted to try and stream a little bit today after I saw that this went up. I really like it. I'm kind of scared of what's gonna happen at the trial tomorrow, but yeah. Well, we'll do this again probably next stream. I don't know when that'll be. I might try fitting in an afternoon stream at some point this weekend. But I do have some days off next week, so we'll have some options. But you know, it's been a light streaming couple of weeks, and I want to try fitting them in when I can. This seems like a really good one that I could just pop in for an hour or two and like do an episode, and then yeah. So that being said, we are done for the evening. Thank you very much for coming along and sticking with me as I try out something completely new, completely different from what I normally play. But I really dig it. It's nice to actually get into the Ace Attorney games. I can see that I'm going to like them quite a bit. It's, yeah, just going to be a matter of finding some time and trying to fit it all in there. But that being said, we'll go ahead and call it a night. Thank you very much, everyone. You enjoy the start of your weekend tomorrow while I begin my work week, I guess. My 2 days this week. But we'll be back sooner than later. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a good night.